My name's Christopher, and I've had a power washing company for 7 years. And today we're going to talk about power washing versus pressure washing and what should you choose for your project. So, if you have spent any time at all calling different companies around your home, you will likely have discovered that there's different methods of cleaning. Maybe one contractor explains one thing, another contractor explains another, so you don't really know which one to choose. The prices are different, and you want a little bit more insight. So you can pressure wash or soft wash your house, and each contractor, since they're offering something different, you want to dive in a little bit deeper. So neither option is right or wrong, but each one is going to do something for one material better than it's going to do for the other materials. So if you only have one, it might not be a good fit, but if you have both, that's always good. So first, let's just dive into different things. So high pressure, you can go buy a pressure washer, spend $200 to thousands and thousands of dollars on a pressure washer. For a homeowner grade, anywhere from $200 for an electric power washer to maybe $600 for a medium grade, which would do some good work for you. So that's just gonna basically push dirt around. You're gonna spray lots of volume of water at a higher pressure, and you're gonna be able to take layers of things off like wood, plastic patio furniture, concrete, stones, and stuff like that. And you can reach up a little higher and spray off the edges of siding if you're careful. If you get too close, you'll leave zigzag lines. It's bad news. So you have to be careful with how much pressure comes out and how close you get to the siding. So you can clean your gutters. You definitely just want to use it on material that you understand, and you don't want to get too close. So high pressure can again be adjusted by the nozzles that are coming out. You can adjust sometimes your machine, you can throttle it up or down, but typically it's by a tip. You'll have like red, yellow, black, white tips that you put on the end, and then that'll change the degree of the pressure that comes out. So maybe start with a really, really wide one, see what it does, and then see if you can control it a little bit better. When you're cleaning things like wood and stone, you really want to get far away as you can and go long stripes. I know as a beginner you want to go zig, 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 zig. That's just not the way to do it. You want to go a long stripe across the board. So let's talk soft washing now. So this method can be used without a pressure washer. You can buy adapters for pressure washers that'll let you soft wash, but you don't necessarily need it for a small enough house. You would just buy like a pump up sprayer, stuff like that. We'll get into that. But it isn't as much as effective at cleaning things like stones and bricks and decks. You need that little extra pressure to get those things clean. So you would start with either a bucket brush system, like dip the soap brush, apply it to the siding like that, or like a pump up sprayer system, and you just apply it to the house. So after the soap is able to clean and loosen it, sometimes you just have to put the soap on there and it'll do everything it needs to do, and you can come rinse it away. After it does all that, you just got to think like car wash. Sometimes you go through there and it's throwing like hard water at you, but it's not so hard that it's going to rip the paint off. So it applies the soap cleans, and then sometimes they have scrubbies that come across. Sometimes it's just a little higher pressure. That soft wash without the brushes would be like a soft wash. So it sprays the soap on, comes across, rinses it really nice, make sure everything's gone. So of course, if you need to have like your pressure washed your deck, if you're going to have Diamond Dazzle Cleaning come out and clean your house, you're going to get a soft wash with us. So we're going to use little chemicals, do it right. It's going to be a better result. You're going to pay for the chemicals, right? But if you want like your concrete pool deck, like outside by your pool, or you need your back deck and patios done too, we'll switch it up. We can do those pressure washing things too. It's not hard to do that. And those materials, again, they require all that stuff. So the type of surface that you're going to be cleaning is going to play a crucial role of how you want to be treated. So the wrong chemical or too much pressure can ruin things. So you just have to be very much aware, do your research, do test spots, or hire a professional. So now that we understand the difference between the two processes, let's talk about the pros and the cons, referring to a house cleaning only. Let's start with just pressure washing. It's easier for a homeowner to just grab a pressure washer and just kind of like wander around and clean spider webs and stuff like that. It's pretty simple. If you have a small house, maybe you get a ladder, you got to be super careful when you're cleaning on the ladder. But you can get up into the cracks, but people leave marks. They get too close, zig, 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 and you see it for years to come until somebody even like me comes and can fix that. But it just pushes the dirt away, and if you get a lot of green, you're pushing that green around, it can look good for a little bit, but it's going to grow back super fast because you never did really kill it. So But pressure washing is really great. It's gonna pressure wash deep. It's gonna take like black off concrete, top layer of the decks off. It'll clean and it'll push around a lot of stuff on the surface of the house, but it's just not gonna dig deep enough to like kill germs, kill the mildew, things like that. So soft washing requires just a little bit more technology. You know, you're using cleaning technology, right? And chemicals and equipment. You know, so if you get a pump up sprayer and you get some chemicals, you might be all in for 25 bucks. You know, maybe even less. If you have experience with machines, you buy a machine that with a pressure washer already, and you would put a little adapter on it, and then it becomes a soft wash machine too, when you need it to be. Okay, so it's like if you can do both, that's amazing. That's what you need to be doing. And if you're a homeowner, if you just do a little bit more research, maybe we'll do a video on that later. You can do this stuff for yourself. That soft wash again is going to clean way deeper. It's going to like a little bit of bleach in there. It's going to kill the mildew. It's going to brighten the house up. It's going to kill the algae like on contact too. A couple coats of it, if it's not strong enough the first time, a couple coats will kill it like before your eyes, you know, and then you just kind of rinse it away real nice. So this technique can also be used on roofs. You apply an even stronger soap and it'll kill the black lines. You have to do it very uniformly. Make sure you put it on the whole thing or else you'll get lines. So your roof might get those black lines after like 7 to 10 years, right? And then you just treat it once and it's good to go for another 7 to 10 years. You can do it yourself. It might be a long day's work. You're gonna put soap into a little pump up sprayer and spray it. It's gonna take you 5-10 minutes to spray a couple gallons. You're gonna do it for a couple hours. Maybe even wear a respirator. Probably good for you. You know, the chemicals aren't the greatest, you know. Certain properties will do. We've stepped away a little bit from the soft washing of the roofs, but we still do some. So call us. We'll analyze it, whether we're gonna do it personally or have our, you know, partner companies do it. So at the end of the day, a good soft washing on your vinyl house though is going to be totally the way to go. If you can do it yourself with a little you know, hose and a sprayer and just rinse it off yourself, you're good to go. And maybe even spray a little bit more pressure on the bricks, or if you have like a walkway that you want cleaned, you know, you spend 20 minutes, 30 minutes doing it yourself. The chemicals are what's going to do most of the work on the house though. So if you can get those, like spray some chemicals on there once a year yourself and then come back through with a power washer that you spent $300-400 bucks on, you know, you spend $300-400 bucks on that pressure washer and the chemicals, and you do it every year, like year one, it pays for itself, and you just put your time into it. Seriously, I think my first pressure washer was like 699 bucks. You don't need to spend that much on one, I don't think, but that's just what I did. So expect to pay a little bit more for the soft wash though. You know, if you're calling a bunch of contractors and one person's like, never heard of it, don't know what soft washing is, but I heard about that, but we don't get into it. You know, whatever he has to say, you know, if he's trying to charge you a whole bunch more because he's spending tons of time at your house, you know, you're going to get beat up on price because he doesn't understand that he can have the job done in a couple hours. He's going to be there for 10 hours and he's going to charge you for it. His ignorance will be expensive to you, unless he just doesn't want to do it, right? Not everybody is that way, you know, and you just have to decide, what's your siding look like? Is it brick? Maybe you want pressure washing. If it's not, you probably want a soft wash. So talk to each contractor a little bit different. And if you're in my area and in Michigan, just give me a call, Diamond Dazzle Cleaning, and we'll come out and take care of it for you. So make your day dazzle.